Good evening, you're watching To The Point. I am Preeti Chaudhary. Well, the Bharatiya Janata Party has a new poll narrative, especially where Maharashtra, where Jharkhand and the 9 seats of by-polls in Uttar Pradesh is concerned. Uttar Pradesh's Chief Minister Yogi Adityanath's remark of Batenge to Katenge has now received strong support, not just from his own supporters in Uttar Pradesh, but the RSS. On Saturday, the RSS General Secretary expressed his firm support for the call of Hindu unity. The Prime Minister himself has echoed the same sentiment. The India bloc, meanwhile, has criticized the BJP, accusing it of engaging in divisive, polarizing politics.
बहनों और भाइयों, कोई ऐसी गलती मत कर देना कि जो आपस में बंटे। याद रखना, बंटे तो कटे, ये कभी नहीं होने देना है।
Uttar Pradesh Chief Minister Yogi Adityanath's pitch for Hindu unity, echoing in the ongoing poll season. The RSS has now firmly come out endorsing the bid to consolidate the community ahead of crucial Maharashtra and Jharkhand polls.
हम जाति भाषा प्रांत के अगर पिछड़ा भेद से हम करेंगे तो हम कटेंगे। तो इसलिए एकता आवश्यक है किसी भी राष्ट्र के राष्ट्रीय एकता।
Chief Minister Yogi's Batenge to Katenge remark was based on the plight of the Hindu community in Bangladesh, but has become a war cry for BJP to consolidate Hindu votes.
बहनों और भाइयों, कोई ऐसी गलती मत कर देना कि जो आपस में बंटे। याद रखना, बंटे तो कटे, ये कभी नहीं होने देना है।
BJP posters in poll-bound Maharashtra have already invoked the Batenge to Katenge pitch. The opposition has slammed the BJP, calling the Batenge to Katenge slogan a divisive political ploy aimed to communally surcharge polls.
क्या मतलब है कि हर कम्युनिटी अलग-अलग इकट्ठा हो जाए? मुसलमान अलग इकट्ठा हों, हिंदू अलग हों, सिख अलग हों, क्या चाहते हैं आप समाज को तोड़ना चाहते हैं? मैं उनके इस बयान की निंदा करता हूं।
जो संविधान विरोधी, आरक्षण विरोधी जो लोग हैं, वो लोग चाहते हैं कि किसी भी प्रकार से दो समुदायों के बीच में झगड़ा झंझट होता रहे।
Prime Minister Modi too had earlier accused the Congress of trying to divide Hindus.
कांग्रेस जानती है कि उसका वोट बैंक तो एक रहेगा, लेकिन बाकी लोग आसानी से बढ़ जाएंगे, टुकड़े हो जाएंगे। इसलिए कांग्रेस और उसके साथियों का एक ही मिशन है, समाज को बांटो, लोगों को बांटो और सत्ता पर कब्जा करो।
Will the polarizing war cry have a bearing in Maharashtra elections? Bureau Report, India Today.
Because many would suggest this is strong political messaging, signaling where the Bharatiya Janata Party is concerned, especially to the SC and the STs and the OBC community. I'll just give you an example. The state of Maharashtra, the SC-ST vote about 11%, while if you actually look in terms of the OBC, it's about 50% where the OBC vote is concerned. Coming off from what happened in 2024 Lok Sabha, especially in the state of Maharashtra, where you had the entire poll narrative of the India Alliance with Samvidhan Khatre Mein Hai, with a portion of the Dalit votes going in to the India vote bank. This is an attempt clearly by the Bharatiya Janata Party to consolidate. The India Alliance says not consolidate, but polarize the electorate. Which one it is? Let's take the question directly to our panelists this evening. Joining me, Sanju Verma, National Spokesperson, Bharatiya Janata Party, Arshdeep Khatyal. He's also with us. And Arshdeep Khatyal, Spokesperson, Congress. Ashutosh, author and political analyst. Shantanu Gupta, political analyst and author. Sanju Verma, to begin with you, strong opposition commentary on a statement which started off with Yogi Adityanath at the back of what went down in Bangladesh, then quickly adopted into the political landscape of UP, reverberated in Haryana, and now consolidated with not just the Prime Minister, but the RSS, even Mr. Bhagwat coming out and supporting it.
You know, Preeti, I'm not going to be diplomatic, though that is not one of my strong suits. Let's be very clear about a couple of things. You know, I remember in the run-up to the Lok Sabha 2024 polls, Maria Alam, the niece of Salman Khurshid, who's been a former minister in the UPA, what did she say? She, with brazen impunity, said, let's engage in vote jihad. Muslims should vote for Muslims to wipe out the existence of Sanghis. Otherwise, these Sanghis will ensure that we never come back to power. And, you know, the so-called secularati, be it Rahul Gandhi, Priyanka Vadra, Sonia Gandhi, these people have an opinion on everything under the sun. They consume Fevicol in wholesale, basically silently endorsing Maria Alam's call for a vote jihad. Very recently, just 3 days back, what did Rashid Alvi say? He's a senior Congress leader who's been in politics for the longest time. He said that, you know, why are Hindus protesting against the demolition of an illegal mosque in Uttar Kashi? He admitted that the protests are pertaining to an illegal mosque. He said, यदि हर illegal mosque के खिलाफ ये हिंदू protest करने लगे, तो भारत में civil war हो जाएगा. And what did Rashid Alvi say as recently as 18th of October 2024, barely a few days back? Giriraj Singh and our MP from Bihar, Pradeep Singh, they conducted a Swabhiman Yatra in Bhagalpur. And what did Rashid Alvi say? Ye Swabhiman Yatra nahi hai. This is a hate rally. More importantly, let's not forget that in the run-up to Lok Sabha 2019, this is a video that has gone viral on social media and keeps popping up on all our timelines every now and then. Mallikarjun Kharge, he's today the Congress president, but even then he was not a small entity. He clearly says, Modi ko hatana hai, yadi Modi 2019 mein वापस आ गए, तो ये हिंदू राष्ट्र बन जाएगा. And Shashi Tharoor, you know, very generously uses the term Hindu Taliban. And Sushil Kumar Shinde is on record saying that he was asked to implicate the BJP/RSS and talk about saffron terror in the aftermath of the 26/11 Mumbai terror attack. Do you need any more endorsement or proof that not only Muslim appeasement, but the Congress and its rank and file is Hindu phobic? So why should we not talk about Batenge to Katenge? आपको इतने पेट में दर्द क्यों हो रहा है राहुल गांधी साहब? And उनके जितने दरबारी हैं, including Ashutosh, who will now start saying, oh, BJP is communal, oh, BJP is divisive, oh, BJP engages in polarization. मतलब आप करो तो सही है, हम हिंदुओं को बोले एकजुट हो जाओ, तो आपके पेट में उबाल उठता है. It's not going to happen that way. You can't have your cake and eat it too.
All right, okay. You know, but Sanju Verma, Maria Alam and Rashid Alvi is not a senior leader of the India Alliance, nor was it the poll narrative when India went to elections in terms of the bloc, where I'm talking about, where 2024 was concerned. So difference there, but I want to bring in Arshdeep Khadiar. Arshdeep Khadiar, you know, this is politics. This is how narratives are spun. And this is how you consolidate vote banks. What's so wrong in what the BJP is doing?
Well, a sitting CM saying Batenge to Katenge and then being supported by the senior leaders of the Bharatiya Janata Party, being supported by the RSS, is basically the death of our democracy. This one is an offense. An FIR should be registered and this should be done in a time-bound way. Section 153A IPC needs to be looked at, which says promoting enmity between different groups. And that is exactly what the Bharatiya Janata Party's leaders are trying to do. And this is not the first time that they've done it. Before this, Desh ke gaddaro ko aage I cannot even speak. There was another statement given during elections by a senior BJP leader. घुसपैठिए घुसे हुए हैं जिनके बच्चे ज्यादा होते हैं. I want to know from the Bharatiya Janata Party, who are you trying to insinuate, who are you trying to suggest कौन काटेगा और कौन बट रहा है? And number two, another statement is एक रहेंगे तो नेक रहेंगे, सुरक्षित रहेंगे. If in the last 10 years of the Bharatiya Janata Party's government, people are still not feeling safe and their rights are not safeguarded, that goes on to suggest you have given a certificate of failure to yourself. Then in the last 10 years, you could not even ensure safety and security of these people. And not just that, we want to know as to why till date no action has been taken, because this is actually dividing people. Angrez to chale gaye, gore to chale gaye, लेकिन पीछे भारतीय जनता पार्टी रह गई है। और हम भारतीय जनता पार्टी से ये पूछना चाहते हैं कि भारतीय जनता पार्टी will act or not against the leaders that have made divisive remarks, because back in the day, many statements have been made by the BJP leaders. They've gone scot-free. But when a reporter, when an activist makes even 10% of a statement that a BJP leader has been making, they get action taken against. They are thrown behind bars. Their accounts are suspended. Their channels are blocked and whatnot. So the Bharatiya Janata Party needs to come under the bracket of equality, and action needs to be taken against their leaders.
All right. Ashutosh, coming to you and also bringing in Shantanu Gupta into this conversation. The fact is, Ashutosh, let's look at what happened and let's look at this as from the purview of a political analyst, which is 2024, the India blocs make significant gains where the SC community is concerned under the banner of Samvidhan Khatre Mein Hai. And we saw that in terms of numbers filter in. Would you see, if it is just politics, this is astute political messaging by the BJP and of course bolstered by the RSS at the back?
See, Preeti, there are two things which I want to say. First of all, this is nothing else but extension of 2024 campaign which the BJP has launched. And because they lost badly in Maharashtra in parliamentary elections, so they want to gain some ground over there. You remember what was said during the parliamentary elections? It was said, घुसपैठिए, Sharia कानून देश में लागू हो जाएगा, सारी बातें कही गई. But what happened in Maharashtra? Nothing. So BJP, if wants to win Maharashtra, then it has to focus on the real issues. These campaigns will not bring any kind of dividend, because if you're talking about caste, let's take it. My point is simple: Hindus can never be united as long as there is a caste structure. And this is not me saying. This is Baba Saheb Ambedkar in his famous book, Annihilation of Caste, has categorically said, and the book is right in front of me. He said only when Hindu society becomes a casteless society that it can hope to have strength enough to defend itself. This is Baba Saheb Ambedkar, last sentence in this book, where he categorically says that unless Hindu society is a casteless society, it can never defend itself. Now the issue is, every election, every political party, every political leader lied to his teeth, because no election is possible without managing caste. Even in Hindu society, no marriage is possible without managing caste. So now, if society is divided on such a large scale on the name of caste, now it's just because Yogi Adityanath is saying Batenge to Katenge, so everybody will come together, and from tomorrow onwards, the upper caste will start getting married, getting inter-caste marriages will happen between. Is it going to happen? No, it is not going to happen. So we have to understand this. As long as there is a caste structure in the Hindu society, there is no possibility of Hindus getting united. So this slogan has no meaning at all.
Well, you don't quite know, on how it actually reverberates where these elections are concerned, Ashutosh. So maybe we'll hold our jury till the time that, vote is counted, especially if we see.
5 seconds? 5 seconds?
Only 5 seconds.
See,
I'll bring in Shantanu Gupta and then you can come in.
If you look at the CSDS data, very categorically CSDS data said the upper caste almost votes 80% for the BJP.
Yes.
80% Muslims vote for the BJP.
So we'll have to, that's exactly my point, Ashutosh. We'll have to wait for, we will have to wait for the data post-poll to understand whether it's worked or not, is my limited submission. But Shantanu Gupta, to bring you in on this and to flip it around a bit, because it's really interesting. It's come from somebody you've studied very closely, and that is Yogi Adityanath. And somewhere down the line, now to have the RSS echo it, not at just one level, but directly from the top, reverberating down, the Prime Minister endorsing it, and you can actually hear it right now on ground where Maharashtra, Jharkhand is concerned. It does seem, Shantanu Gupta, that where the Saffron Brigade is concerned, the Hindu Hriday Samrat is now Yogi Adityanath.
See, Preeti, I can't understand in my lifetime that how a call to come together can be a problem for anyone, right? You remember when we were growing up, at least when I was growing up, I remember Doordarshan used to play this very, very, very sweet clip, Ek Chidiya, Anek Chidiya, right? And then you say, ye 5 ungliyan hai, when they come together, muthi mein taakat hai. Yogi Adityanath is saying when you come together, why someone has a problem of people coming together? हम बचपन से पढ़ रहे हैं caste हटनी चाहिए. Ashutosh ji, who is the master of selective quoting, he also quoted. Even Baba Ram Ambedkar said, but Baba Ram Ambedkar also said that for Muslim people, Islam is far more bigger than the nation. Right? CSJ survey also said that 90% Muslim people vote in a certain category. So if that's a vote bank, someone is asking a community to come in together, what's the problem? He's just saying coming together. And in the same breath, we are not saying what Sajjad Numani in Maharashtra said. Sajjad Numani saying कि ये सीट पे इतने मुस्लिम हैं and voting should come in this fashion. Mehboob Ali, MLA of Samajwadi Party, saying Muslim population is increasing just by the weight of Muslim population. We will win the 2027 Vidhan Sabha election of UP. Abu Azmi saying, Samajwadi Party leader in Maharashtra, Abu Azmi, when Akhilesh Yadav is standing, 8 MLA जीत जाए, मुसलमानों का कोई कुछ नहीं कर सकता. Then we are not debating. Then we say, oh, that's fine. That's a very natural thing. When Yogi Adityanath is saying, okay, you all should come together, right? If someone is dividing, you should be alarmed. People saying you should come together. That's all. I think the call for coming together should be welcomed by everyone. I think that will be my side.
All right. And Sanju Verma, to bring you in on this, taking off from what Shantanu Gupta is saying, what's wrong with a call to coming in together? But, you know, if you actually bring the slogan down, it's not कि बटो मत. It is अगर बटोगे तो कटोगे. Now, in terms of the poll narrative, Sanju Verma, I'd like to ask you, कौन काटेगा?
You know, Preeti, let me be very. Preeti ji, आपने सवाल पूछा, अभी मेरा जवाब सुनिए. Let's be very clear. When you say बटेंगे तो कटेंगे, it clearly is a metaphor saying that if Hindus continue to be divided on the lines of caste, creed, religion, then electorally they will be vanquished. And I have no qualms in saying that Batenge to Katenge is a slogan that is resonating on the ground. I want to ask you something. There are so many castes within the Muslim community. And when I say you, I mean your audience. They need to know this. You know, you have Siddiquis, Qureshis, Mansuris, Ashrafs, Ajlafs, Poonawalas, Pasmandas, so on and so forth. But Muslimanon ke caste ke baare mein koi baat hi nahi karta hai. And the very Congress which starts giving jaan to Hindus ahead of Karnataka Assembly elections, what was the Congress's narrative? Lingayats versus Vokaligas versus Kurubas. In Uttar Pradesh, ahead of 2022 polls, what was the narrative? Yadavs versus non-Yadavs. In Maharashtra, what are people from the Congress camp or the Uddhav camp doing on the ground? Marathi versus non-Marathi votes. In Haryana, what was the big raging debate? You know, I was always questioned. You know, but Sanju Verma, Haryana, you guys are not going to win because the Jat polarization is going to adversely impact BJP. The Jats are not going to vote for the BJP. It was all about Jats versus non-Jats. So let's be very clear, caste equations matter. But now the opposition is stunned because इनको लगता है अरे अब तक तो हम हिंदुओं को बांट कर इलेक्टोरल गेन्स अप्रोप्रिएट करते थे, बट अब बटेंगे तो कटेंगे स्लोगन के बाद तो हिंदू एकजुट हो रहे हैं. Muslim polarization, Muslim appeasement, Muslim consolidation. When Rahul Gandhi does this, what do anchors say? What do the likes of Yogendra Yadav say? What do Congress Darbaris and Rahul Gandhi's retainers like Ashutosh Gupta say? Master stroke hai ji. Ye to master stroke hai. Rahul Gandhi can continue roaming around India saying, आपकी जात कौन है? बट यदि उसी राहुल गांधी को पार्लियामेंट में पूछा जाए आपकी जात कौन है, the entire ecosystem is rattled. And my last two bits, somebody here said, you know, Amit Shah ji called people घुसपैठिया. As far as I know, and both my English and Hindi are absolutely fine. Illegal migrants को हिंदी में घुसपैठिया ही कहा जाता है. देश के गद्दारों को क्या फूल की माला पहनाएंगे क्या? Why you so rattled if Anurag Thakur spoke against देश के गद्दार? You know, you guys need to see the writing on the wall. You lost Haryana, you will lose Maharashtra and Jharkhand, but people like Ashutosh will continue to say Rahul Gandhi is the next best thing after brown bread.
All right. Okay. No. Okay. Sanju Verma, but I have to say this. This was something which was brought over by the Supreme Court as well, and it has been studied as part of hate speech where देश के गद्दारों को, he didn't say it. He did not complete it. But what was completed in terms of the slogan from the people in that rally, you and I both know better on what was intended. So let's take care of that because it's still debatable. Ma'am, there is a case going on still in court on that.
What Supreme Court has said about Rahul Gandhi being immature.
The deal is the deal
why
is,
can't you talk about
if
Supreme
the
Court
Congress...
verdict against Rahul Gandhi? Supreme Court has castigated Rahul Gandhi for not using his words with discretion. Can you speak about that judgment also?
I would if it comes up, but I'm just telling you, let's stay clear of that.
No, you need to bring it up. What do you mean?
Ma'am, why will I bring it up in this debate when it has nothing to do with this debate? I can't randomly start talking of something else. But I just want to bring in, Arshdeep Kadial, spokesperson Congress, into this debate as well. And Arshdeep Kadial, you might call it communal, and even if the BJP has no qualms to say that this is our core vote bank, we want to unite the Hindus, this is our core ideology. The problem, Arshdeep Kadial, many political analysts feel is politically it is not sound for you, because then the Samvidhan Khatre mein hai narrative falls short of Batenge to Katenge, and the SC then looks at himself or herself more of a Hindu than a Dalit, and that's where the problem for the Congress arises.
Well, the problem, Preeti, here is not the politics. It is that this is a threat to our democracy. If this is not dealt with, if this is let gone scot-free, it would set up a precedent, and the Bharatiya Janata Party's leaders will make the most out of it, and these kind of remarks will become very often. I'll give you a little example. 75% of the hate speech events that take place in India are happening in BJP-ruled states, according to a report. And 239 events, 36% were basically a direct call for violence. And the Bharatiya Janata Party's government doesn't have anything to say on that. And number two, will the Election Commission of India not say anything over this? Will they not initiate action against the leaders who are making such remarks, and that to a sitting chief minister, and then being endorsed by the most senior leaders of the Bharatiya Janata Party? Will the Election Commission of India stay mum on this? Or will a strict inquiry be initiated against Mr. Adityanath for having baat to Bharatiya Janata Party rahi hai ye baatein karke? And the Bharatiya Janata Party needs to do away with
Mr. Kadial, how is it inciting violence? How is it inciting violence?
In the first segment, I talked of section 153A, which is promoting enmity between different groups. Now the BJP government, now the BJP spokesperson...
10 seconds, Sanju Verma, then I want to go to Ashutosh and
what we are saying is,
Shantanu Gupta. 10 seconds, okay.
No matter what they do, and Mohabbat
okay, Sanju Verma, 10 seconds rebuttal. I want to bring in Ashutosh and Shantanu then.
You know, Preeti, let us be very clear. First and foremost, the Bharatiya Janata Party, the only pan-India party and the world's largest political organization, a political juggernaut no less, does not need lessons in integrity, in caste politics, in religious equations, in Islamophobia or Hinduphobia, what have you, from every Tom, Dick and Harry or its uncle on national television.
All right.
And my last point is this. First ask Rahul Gandhi ko boliye maafi मांगने के लिए Rajiv Gandhi Foundation does not have a single Dalit.
Okay, I just want to bring in Ashutosh. You wanted to make a point. Go ahead, and I want to get to Shantanu Gupta. Can we just not get into this crosstalk? Ashutosh, can I just get Ashutosh? Ashutosh, make your point, sir, quickly. On mute, sir. You're on mute.
प्रीति, पहली बात तो हमें दो चीजें हैं. पहली बात तो हमें समझना पड़ेगा कि ये जो बटेंगे तो कटेंगे है, ये इस नारे ने एक बात तो स्पष्ट करती कि भारतीय जनता पार्टी में अगली लीडरशिप योगी आदित्यनाथ की है. अमित शाह जी को सोचना पड़ेगा कि अब उनकी लीडरशिप का क्या होगा, क्योंकि आरएसएस ने एंडोर्स किया है. मोदी के बाद कौन? योगी. बहुत क्लियर है. इस पॉलिटिकल मैसेजिंग को हर आदमी को समझना पड़ेगा. दूसरी बात क्या है, देखिए, हिंदू शादियां हिंदू के आधार पर नहीं करते तो जाति के आधार पर करते हैं. हम सब लोग अपनी जातियों को, अगर हमारी जाति की एक लड़की किसी दूसरे जाति के लड़के से प्रेम करती है तो गोली मार देते हैं उसको. तो लेट्स एक्सेप्ट इट. हम बटे हुए हैं.
Okay, Shantanu Gupta, very quickly, and the question I started off with, which Ashutosh also instigated now. The question is, Shantanu Gupta, you've studied that man very closely, and he seems to be now taking the place of what I asked you earlier of the true Hindu Hriday Samrat, where the Saffron Brigade is concerned.
See, Preeti, the Arvind Kejriwal ilk, the Ashutosh ilk, they have no other agenda. They will try to say, oh, it's Modi versus Amit Shah versus Yogi. And that's the clickbait. That's how they run their life. That's how they run their YouTube channels. And thanks to them, unka rozi roti वैसे ही चलता है. बिकॉज अपने पास कुछ कंटेंट है नहीं. योगी मोदी की लड़ाई लगाएंगे, व्यूज आएंगे, घर चलेगा. योगी अमित शाह की लड़ाई लगाएंगे, क्लिक्स आएंगे, घर चलेगा. See, Hindu Samaj needed a vocabulary. Yogi Adityanath gave them. Sometime Hemant Biswa will give them. Sometime Devan Fadnavis will give it. Sometime Amit Shah will give it. The vocabulary. Hindu Samaj needed a vocabulary, but this time Yogi Adityanath gave a vocabulary in the form of Batenge to Katenge.
All right. Okay. I've run out of time. Ashutosh wanted to come back because you made a comment on him, but sorry, sir. We'll take you next time.